Hi everybody. In our second video of lesson 2.1, I'm going to walk you through how to create a image that symbolizes who you are using the AI that's built right into Canva. So before we begin, I'd like you to get your commonplace book and get that list of adjectives, values, goals, and symbol ideas that you came up with after the end of the last video. We're going to be using AI today. AI is a topic that I think is worth our time kind of exploring together. There are certain ways that we can use AI in school that are very powerful. And in fact, just to be completely transparent with you, I use it a lot when I'm planning lessons and creating activities for you. For example, this entire slideshow was created by AI. I just put in the prompt, what I wanted it to do, and it helped to create it for me. Crafting the words and finding the images that then I tweaked and edited so that it would be doing exactly what I wanted it to. There are, of course, unethical ways that we can use AI too, and I hope to explore that a little bit more with you throughout the year. For example, if you were to use AI to create, to write an article for you and pass it off as your own, that would not be ethical. But we will explore that more together later this year. So today we're going to use AI to help us create some unique personalized avatars. And as I mentioned, we'll be using Canva's AI image tool. You can customize colors, styles, and elements in there. And we're going to use it to help us kind of reach our creative potential. So the first step, which I'll show you in a second, you're going to open Canva and navigate to the AI image tool and enter a description based on your brainstorming. You can be specific about colors, objects, and style, and then see what you get. So I'm going to show you how to do this part. Okay, so when I've logged into Canva, if you haven't logged into Canva before, it's very easy. You can log into it using your Google account from school. And then you're going to click here where it says Home. And we're going to create a design. What we are going to make today, and just so that we have some consistency in our avatars in our classroom, we're going to click on social media, and we're going to use the Instagram. We're going to click here on Instagram, and we're going to use the square Instagram post. This is just going to make sure that all of our avatars are the same size. So you'll see your screen here. You've got your square kind of canvas here, and along the side is your toolbar. We're going to click on Elements, and we're just going to scroll down to where it says AI Image Generator, and then you're going to click Generate Your Own. And it says enter 5+ words to describe. So this is where you're going to put in the words that describe you. You can do them as a list, so I'll show you how that kind of works, or you could write it in sentences. Again, remember you can be really specific in terms of color, style, and design. So I'm going to say a deer. I liked the symbolism of deer being about, where's my list here? I used this list of words to help me come up with it. So deer symbolizes gentleness, intuition, love, and compassion, which I hope that I share with you every day. So I'm going to use a deer. I'm going to use eyeglasses because those symbolize knowledge. I'm going to go with a fern. Again, I got that from the list of words here. A fern represents humility and sincerity. I'm going to do a heart because I hope that I always lead with love. And I was going to do a spool of yarn to show creativity. And then I'm going to press enter and see what happens. It's going to think for a minute. It's kind of pulling together what it might like. These are kind of cool. I like this one with the heart. That's really neat. But if you don't like them, you can do a couple things. You can adjust your input here. We could say let's say, please make the ferns in the shape of a heart. And click generate again. Okay, and again, if you don't like it, you can click generate again, and it'll just generate some other new ones for you. Takes a minute. There we go. Okay, I think I'm going to keep playing with mine because I'm not super happy with what I'm getting here, so I might just adjust my prompt a little bit to see what I can get. But from here, we're going to move on to step 2. Step 2 is just to make those little changes, those little adjustments. So you can refine your avatar by adjusting colors. You can add or remove elements to better represent you. If you're like, you know what, I don't really like that eyeglasses, I'm going to change that to something else to represent knowledge. Or, you know what, the deer isn't quite the symbol I need. I'm looking for an owl. You can change those around, play with that a little bit, experiment with different styles of backgrounds, and think about how that might affect your overall meaning. So I'm going to show you the next step in a second. Okay, so here's a little tip. As you're playing around, you're probably going to find some that you kind of like. Just add them to your document just by clicking on them. So just like this, if you click on it, it'll add to your document, just to save them, because this is what I discovered. I did this earlier and I found one that I really liked, but when I did it again, it didn't come up with the same one. So it changes every time. So if there's something that you like, keep it. So I played around a little bit with my image of a deer, and then I played a little bit with the image of an owl, and I think I actually like this one the best. So I'm going to take these owls and I'm going to delete them. I'm going to resize this by dragging the corner to fit the entire shape of the square. And then the last thing you need to add is your name. So you're going to go here to the text, click on the text, and you're going to add a text box. You can change the font, you can change the size. I'm going with maybe a script. We'll see how that looks, and I want to make it big, so I'm going to go like, let's see how big that is, 80. Okay, and you're going to type your name. Okay, if yours has a nice background where it's nice and visible, you can just like put it right on the background, or you can put it somewhere inside your image. But if it doesn't, you can go back to elements and you can search for some elements like rectangles or blobs or things like that, and you can place that on top so that your text stands out. We want the text to be nice and visible. The final step is to export it. So you're going to click here on share, and you're going to click download. You're going to save as a PNG, and then you're going to click download. This is going to show up in your files. So when you go to Google Classroom, you're going to attach the file, and you need to go attach file and search for that in the files on your computer. Don't forget to attach it to the Google Classroom so I can print it for you in color.